Hello, my dear friends. Welcome you all to my YouTube channel, Guruji Education Wala. Today we are going to learn about very interesting topic, that is nested if. The nested if function is very important and very interesting one. Before that, we will take a look at the simple if function. I already make a video on this if function, and the link is given in the description below. So the if function is that a simple if function. If the logical test, then comma value if true, then comma value if false. So if function will perform like that. You have to give the logical test. If that logical test is true, then it will print the true value, otherwise it will be the print the false value. So simple example is given over here. If the student is having a grade greater than 50, okay, so it will be pass, otherwise it will be fail. Okay, so now we are going to see the simple nested if function. So nested if functions allows you to perform multiple logical tests and return different values based on the results of those tests. And each logical test is evaluated in a sequence, and the corresponding values is returned if the test evaluates to true. If none of the tests evaluate true, the value if uh, false is returned. Okay, so if none of the test is true, then the value false is returned. So that's why it's called the nested if statement. Means in inside the if function there are one, two, or many if statements are already given. So now let's see the syntax of the nested if statement. So first if, then inside the bracket logical test 1, we have to mention the logical test 1, then comma value if true. So if this logical test 1 is true, then we are going to print the value true value. Then comma instead of value false value, we are going to again apply the if statement. Okay, if function again we are going to apply. After that, inside that, the logical test 2 comma, if this logical test is true, then we are going to print the true to value. Then comma again we are going to mention the if statement. If, then inside the bracket logical test 3 comma value if this logical test is true, then we are going to print the value 3, otherwise we are going to print the value if false. Then we have to close the brackets. Okay, so this is the simple syntax of nested if statement. Now here the data is given and we have to find the status of the students. Okay, if the grades is greater than equal to 80, then we have to mention the status as excellent. If grades are greater than equal to 70, then we are going to mention the status as a good. If the grades greater than equal to 60, then we are going to mention the pass. And if the grades less than 60, then we are going to mention the fail. Okay, so here I didn't mention the 60, so I have to mention the 60 over here. Okay, so if grades is greater than equal to 60, then pass. Grades less than 60, then fail. So now we are going to apply the if nested if function over here. So before starting the function, we have to mention the is equal to sign, is equal to if, into the bracket we have to give the logical test. What we are going to compare over here, grades greater than equal to 90. So the grades are given in this cell. Okay, C14 is greater than equal to, if C14 is greater than equal to 80, then what we have to print, we have to print excellent. Okay, then comma, if it is not greater than equal to 80, then what we have to apply, again we have to apply the next logical test. Okay, so the next logical test is that if, inside the bracket we have to again give the cell reference as C14 comma sorry, is if C14 is greater than equal to 70, then we have to mention as good. If it is not greater than equal to 70, then again we have to apply the third if statement, nested if statement. If C14, we have to take the cell reference C14, means grades, is greater than equal to 60, then it is pass. Otherwise it will be, or he or she will be, fail. Now we have to close the if bracket, then second if bracket, and the third if bracket. Okay, so this is the if nested if statement. If C14 is greater than equal to 80, then we have to print the excellent. Otherwise we are going to check the next condition. If C14 greater than equal to 70, then if it is true, then we are going to print. Otherwise we are going to apply the third if statement. If C14 is greater than equal to 60, then pass. Otherwise the student will be fail. So I am going to press enter over here and we will see the result. Okay, so the result is, the status of the result is good. Why? Because student is getting the greater than equal to 70 marks. The second one, student is getting the less than 60 marks. So the status of the student will be fail. The third one is that 90. So 90, the grades is greater than equal to 80, means here it will be printed excellent. So we are going to drag the formula to the below cells and see the result over here. So we will get the result good, fail, and excellent. I hope you have understand the nested if function over here. If you like my videos, please share it, do like my videos, and do subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.